Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is lesson 10F speaking presentation. And now let's open your books to page number 109. And yeah, you are seeing on the screen right now. It is about presentation 4F. Why is it a 4F? Because this is on the screen you're seeing. It is a Russian version of the book. So they swap unit 10 to unit 4, then unit 4, swap to unit 10. So, but in our book, it is our book. So we're gonna learn it from the book, the actual book that you're putting on the table. So, 10F speaking about presentation. Open your books, 109. So that is the page with the actual 10F. Look at the photos on the exercise number 1. What is happening in each one? What aspect of space exploration do they know? So recently, the Americans just celebrated a 50 years anniversary of traveling to space for the first time ever. Oh my gosh! So they made history. The first 3 people stepped on the moon: Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Okay, Apollo 11. Go to the moon. 1969. Oh my God, that was the history just opened, and a new history in mankind. And so what is happening in each one? So the first picture you can see astronauts stepping on the moon and pin the US flag on the moon, so for letting them to know when traveling more to space, they'll see the US flag is up there. So which also have noticed that they are those people which just were stepped on the moon. Okay, and we also have in the some of the astronauts in the the space exploration, that in a place that is no gravity, and like that, it is a little bit dangerous, when you have you must have a energy, and you have to be strong and undeniable. You have to practice like tens of courses like that. So people who have been traveling to the space must be really strong. And ladies and gentlemen, I gotta lie down for a little bit and then I woke up. Oh my God. An absolute time in history. And now the exercise number 2, they tell us to listen to 4 people presenting their answers to the question. Decide which of the following questions they are all answering. So the 4 people are speaking later, and they will be answering only one question: A, B, C, or D. Okay, so they can be answering A or B or C or D. So please now read from A to D. Then I'll be inviting 4 people to step in here, and they will be discussing about the question A, B, C, or D. Okay, so remember that one of those 4 will be the question that they are all answering. Okay, so I think right now, please, the 4 speakers, come on out. Don't be shy. I have invited 4 more, and even more millions of people were here. So right now, speaking about who's number 1 right here. Oh, you're number 1. Okay, here. To stay here, and okay, so please on this side, because it'll be better for me to get this sight, So please whisper to my ear. And ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the 4 questions right over there? So please choose one of them because they will be all answering one of those 4 options. Okay, go. Speaker 1. I think space exploration is a waste of time. It is all about national pride. Like when the Americans put their flag on the moon, we don't really learn very much from it. At least nothing that is useful for us here on Earth. When they went to the moon, they brought back rocks for scientists to study. I suppose that teachers teach us about the kind of rocks that you can find on the moon. But who needs to know that? There are much more useful things to spend money on. For example, I think a lot of more money should be spent on finding cleaner forms of energy. If we carry on using fossil fuels, then the global warming will be getting out of control. We need to take money away from the space program and spend it on research into renewable energy, including solar energy, wind turbines, and even wave power. If we don't, we will gradually destroy our planet. Boom! What a sick burn from the speaker number 1. Okay, so I don't know what are the 3 people will be speaking, but speaking of speaker number 1 caught me by surprise. Speaker number 2, please come on out. Go. In my view, we can learn a great deal from space exploration. Some of it is useful now. For example, on the International Space Station (ISS), experiments are being done all the time which add to our knowledge of science. Many of the experiments are connected with medicine. Sorry, he's saying it wrong. And are trying to find cures for serious diseases. It's also true that space exploration teaches us things which may be useful in the future. It is impossible to predict what the human race might be doing in 200 years from now. Perhaps we'll be flying between galaxies, meeting other life forms. It seems unlikely today, but if we don't take the first steps, it will never happen. 500 years ago, explorers were risking their lives to travel from Europe to America and Australia. Now we can fly there in a day, like airplane. Number 3, come on out, flies! In my opinion, space missions have taught us a lot. Firstly, there are all experiments that can only be done in space. I don't know the details, but I am sure that these experiments have helped a lot of kinds of scientific study. In addition, we can get a unique view of the polar ice caps from space. Secondly, space explorations teaches us about the universe we live in. We've learned more about the other planets in our solar system in the past 20 years than we learned in the 20,000 years before that. And finally, we are gradually learning how we might one day start a colony in space. If the Earth becomes too hot to live on because global warming, a colony in space might be our only hope. My view is that space exploration, it is worth for the money that is spent on it. Admittedly, this money could be used for the other things closer to home. For example, for helping children live in poverty. Nevertheless, I still believe that space missions are a good use of public money. Okay, so speaker number 4. Please stay here for around for a little bit, and we'll be right back with the next part of the show. We'll be hearing the last person to speak, and we'll be answering which question that they are all answering to. We'll be right back.